In the Philippine folklore, the Tikbalang is often seen as a guardian of the forest, a creature that protects nature from those who disrespect it. Villagers believe that you should ask for permission when entering the forest or risk losing yourself forever. The story. The first week of construction passed without incident, but every evening, as mist began to rise from the forest floor, a peculiar unease settled over the workers. Diego dismissed it as nothing more than superstition, though the way his co-workers nervously glanced at the trees did little to ease his mind. "It's just fog," he muttered, though the oppressive quiet seemed to carry a warning. One afternoon, an elderly woman approached the site. Her stooped figure and wrinkled hands belied the fire in her eyes as she spoke. "Stop before the sun sets," she warned, her voice steady despite her frailty. "The Tikbalang doesn't forgive trespassers." Diego laughed, raising a wrench as if it could ward off her words. "I don't believe in fairy tales, ma'am." Her gaze lingered on him, unblinking. "You will." That evening, Diego stayed late, determined to finish a repair. The construction site emptied, leaving him alone with the hum of insects and the distant rustle of leaves. His truck waited at the edge of the forest, a beacon of safety just beyond the encroaching shadows. As he approached, the air grew colder, and the trees seemed to lean in, their branches forming an almost impenetrable canopy. A faint rustling sound caught his attention, growing louder with each step. He paused, his heart thundering. The forest felt alive, pulsating with a presence he couldn't ignore. Suddenly, a figure emerged, monstrous, towering, the Tikbalang. It stood tall, sinewy muscles rippling beneath its pale, almost translucent skin. Its horse-like head exuded menace, the eyes glowing faintly with a yellow light. Steam hissed from its nostrils and its hooves struck the ground, each step deliberate and resonant. A sinister grin spread across its face, revealing jagged, gleaming teeth. Diego's instincts took over and he bolted toward his truck. The forest seemed to warp around him, every path closing as if the trees conspired with the beast. The laughter of the Tikbalang rumbled, low and mocking, chasing him as he stumbled and scrambled. His screams never left the forest's clutches. He tripped. The Tikbalang was upon him in an instant, its shadow consuming him as its laughter echoed in the still air. The following morning, his co-workers found his truck parked where he had left it. The door was ajar, the keys still in the ignition. There was no sign of Diego, only a trail of hoofprints leading back into the dense forest. Historical belief: the Tikbalang is a legendary guardian of Philippine forests, known to punish those who trespass with arrogance or disrespect. A creature of both vengeance and mischief, it is said to twist the environment itself, trapping its victims in an endless maze until they succumb to its will. So, be wary of the forests and the Tikbalang.